It's Mark, Hay Creek Stock Farm. It's January 15th morning. We're out here going to make a move on the cow herd bale yard. They've cleaned up their bale from the last 2 days, so we'll be giving them a new one. We're on the way to check the winter water situation though here. Try to do that every day. God help. For some reason the feeders are in here. They're usually out at their silage pile, anxious to get a start on it. But today they're collected around the water. I hope there's not a problem. It's a really warm day for mid-January in Minnesota. I mean, this is usually the coldest time of the year. Today it's around 10:30 a.m. probably. It's already 32 plus degrees. Easy, you guys. This thing has been in place for 20 some years. It's two concrete culvert sections, end to end, 3-foot diameter, so it goes down about 6 feet below ground level. And then there's an insert in the top. It's a plywood covered with epoxy. Cover, and it's suspended from that is a third of a poly barrel, so it's got about 10-15 gallons capacity. And inside it's got 2 holes in it, one for each. I can feed or water 2 groups of animals from this, separated by this fence, keep them separate between the 2 holes. And inside there's a submersible type bird bath heater. It's a 200 watt heater, the old style with the U element covered by kind of a clamshell stainless steel perforated cover to keep debris from collecting around it. And there's also midway down in the tank, supplied from the bottom, is like a lawn sprinkler irrigation valve, a 3/4 inch one that's wired up into this. There's a PVC junction box here. The wiring from it comes all the way up through a perforation in the tank lid to the connections to the control unit up above. So the sensors that provide an indication of water level also come through a perforation. This originating in this box. There's a lower element and an upper element that provide input to a control, which is located up here. This is a small board right here. It's a $2 Chinese level control board, supplied with 5 volts from this transformer, and then the valve itself is supplied with 24 volts from this transformer. So it all goes through this junction block here, down these conduits, but they're actually water pipes, into the, either through the top or through the side, into the tank. So this thing has worked really well, this level control. It's extremely sensitive, which is kind of one of the problems of it. If you get ice formation on the probes, that'll sometimes create a false reading situation. Or even condensation on the terminals in the junction box will create a problem. The other issue with this whole situation is the box itself with an exposed bottom allows mice to get up in there. All that, any chewing you see on wires or abrasion on wires is caused by mice making nests in there and spending their idle time chewing on insulation, which they seem to have a lot of. So, out to the cows. So they've been going through these bales at the rate of about one every 2 days lately. The milder weather and the size of type of bale that they've got now. So we'll see what's left after 2 days and give them a new one. This is the girl to watch right here, number 175, the horned red animal. Looking at us right now. She's the queen of the bale yard. She imposes her will and gets the first dibs on any new bale exposed. Everyone else has to wait. Yeah, you did a pretty good job. It's all cleaned up pretty much. Vice grip helps twist the post on the ground if they're at all frozen in. They haven't been bad lately because it's been so warm and there's so much snow cover that the ground isn't really that frozen. Cut the twines. We can't really get them off these bales because there's so much ice from rain, freezing rain in December that just saturated the bale, top surface of the bale, cemented the twines in place, which make it really hard to remove. But cutting it at least helps. So there aren't such long pieces of twine to entangle them as they're going through them. These are all loose. There we go. Having taken that twine out of the catch over there allows me to merely pull on this and get it to jump the post, so I don't have to go over there again and hopefully keep it from catching on anything, so I can get the twine in place before the cows come through. This guy gets to go wherever he wants. He sneaks under the wire all the time and gets the choicest bale. He's impervious to getting shocked, apparently. And there's the queen of the bale yard, her head deep in a bale. she is in action, chasing off others from what she judges to be the most select portion of the bale. This all settles down a bit once she gets her fill and goes and takes a water break. Then the others pour in there and take up the slack. But early on in the game, she's all about getting the most and the best. She's an 8-year-old cow. Last time she was taped for weight, she was around just shy of 1,400 pounds. She's always in good condition. Always has a nice calf. She's only one of the two, there, that's typical. Yeah, that's how she is. Only one of the two cows I have that have any expression of horns, this being the other one right here. They both have some Highland influence. This one appears the more shaggier coat from the base herd, Highland Galloway. But putting them on Galloway bulls kind of knocked the horns back for several years until one, maybe my second or third shorthorn bull began expressing horns in some of his calves, and these two are a result of that. Lately, the last two shorthorn bulls I've had haven't done any of that horn expression. There's been very little horn removal required, but these girls had them. And number 175, she certainly knows how to use hers. The others just learn how to be really patient and hold back until she's in a better mood. The black one, LA, behind this calf, she's a full-blood Galloway. Only one of the only two that I have remaining. They were purchased in 2012 to bring back some Galloway content into the herd. Everything here is at least half Galloway, but they are full-bloods. 235 here. She's young, she's a 4-year-old. She has a lot of Galloway expression, the curly, reddish hair coat. So we'll come back later today and see how everything's settled down in the afternoon after the queen has had her fill. So for now, Mark, Hay Creek Stock Farm. Hay Creek. This is Mark, Hay Creek Stock Farm, haycreek.net. This is the afternoon after we've just opened a new bale here in the bale yard. And everybody's kind of calmed down. There's the horned red queen of the bale yard on the far side now. Everything's kind of settled down. Everybody's really relaxed. She's not actively trying to run everybody else off right now. She's apparently full. Had her fill, been to get water, come back. these two are standing on the spot where the previous bale was. Even while the queen is in place on the new bale, the less dominant members have a chance to go and clean up the prior one. It's been working pretty well. I've quit using the bale rings because it's so hard to move them with the drifted snow being packed around them by the hooves as they feed. So we've fed 2 rows of 6 bales each, plus another 4, probably like 8, 12 bales since stopped using them, and they really haven't been wasting much at all. All gets eaten up, despite bedding down on it overnight. Easy. There's one late calf over there that wasn't weaned and allowed to stay with the cow. He was only a month or 2 old at weaning, so we left him with the cow.